Hey everybody, it is almost 10 o'clock in the morning on January 18th. I just had to think about that. And in less than 12 hours, I'm going to be on a flight to Florida. It's my first trip to Florida. And in fact, it'll be the farthest east that I've ever been. So I'm pretty excited. But just to show you guys how unprepared I am for this trip, I want to show you. That's my current packing situation. So I've got my suitcase kind of done. I had to do a bag of laundry. I've got like pretty much every shoe that I'll ever wear is like sitting here. And yeah, I'm just a hot mess right now. So I'm getting ready. I have this suitcase to pack, and then I've got my little carry-on that I'm going to take all my valuable stuff in because I don't ever check my camera or anything like that. So it's going to be an interesting trip. We're going for 2.5 weeks. And when I say we're, I'm referring to my friend Steven and his partner Drew. And we're going to visit Steven's family down in Orlando. And then we're doing a week-long cruise with his father and siblings through the Caribbean. So that's another thing that I'm excited about. I've never been on a cruise, so it's going to be crazy. One of the things I'm not prepared for is how to pack. So I checked the weather today, and the temperature in Orlando this morning when I checked it at 5 o'clock in the morning was 32 degrees. And there was a warning that there was going to be frost. So 32 degrees in Orlando. Who would have thought? So I'm going to be bringing hoodies. I have a jacket. I've got some sweaters that I'm going to be bringing, and I've got my flannels. So kind of my usual stuff. I've got blankets, and I need to go through all of this stuff. I need to repack and readjust some things because I've got all my dresses and my shirt, my pants, got my leggings and a swimsuit, more shoes. I've got a backpack I'm bringing just to have it. I'm going to make sure there's no weapons in there. I've got this pullover shawl blanket thingy that I absolutely love. I'm going to be bringing that. And yeah, so I've got a lot of work to do, guys. I've got a lot to do. And I have to locate some things, like my passport. That's very important. Where did I put it? This is crazy. I don't know why I do this to myself. And then I wonder why I have pre-trip anxiety. I have an anxiety trip for my trips. So I'm going to get to work, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so Steven's on his way to come pick me up so we can go to the airport. And I just want to show you guys that I've pretty much cleaned this house, or at least the kitchen. So this is a little test. I want to see how clean it is when I get back. So there's the sink. I'm going to finish doing those dishes, but I did all of the dirty dishes that we had in the house. And hopefully I don't have a mountain of dishes when I get back. So we will see. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, just checking in with you. And we are at the airport, as you can see. And, we're at the airport, and we're going to be getting on our flight pretty soon, so I'll check in with you guys when we get to Orlando. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that statue there of the football player reminds me of what I look like when I have to go pee in the woods. Just thought I'd share that with you.
It's part of the rules.
still a shit show. That one right here is I-4, the thick one. There's that one.
Guys, we made it. We are in Orlando, and that was probably one of the worst flights I've ever been on. Actually, that is the worst flight I've ever been on. And Steven and Drew agree. Drew got sick, and we had the worst turbulence ever. So pretty tired. I didn't get any sleep on the plane. So working on 32 hours now. So hopefully we'll make it to Donna's house, and I'll get some sleep. So see you guys in a little bit.
Yeah, that was...
By far the worst.
Yeah. And it happened right in the beginning, so the whole rest of it, you're just petrified.
Yeah. Hey everybody. So I just wanted to add a little bit to the last video that I shot at the airport. So we've made it safe and sound to Orlando. Steven's mother, Donna, was kind enough to come pick us up from the airport, even though she's been working some pretty crazy hours lately and she didn't get much sleep last night. But she still woke up at the crack of dawn and came and got us, and now she had to go off to work and resolve some issues there. So it was awesome of her to come pick us up and bring her to her home. So I've got the spare room and gonna get some sleep here soon. I'm on about hour 40 of no sleep. So my intention was to get some sleep on the plane. Our flight left at 9:30, and about 45 minutes into our flight we hit it was between 130 and 175 mile an hour crosswinds, which caused the worst turbulence I've ever experienced in my life. The plane not only lost altitude, but it had started to spin in the air. So as it was coming down, it felt like we were banking really hard, to the point where if we didn't have our seatbelts on, people would have been flying around. It was nuts. So that was definitely not something that I want to relive or go through again. I honestly, for a minute there, thought I was going to die. So when everything kind of calmed down, like, I had to cry a little bit and get my adrenaline down. And then the rest of the flight. So that was 45 minutes in, and it was, a 5-hour flight. So I was exhausted, and I was trying to get some sleep, and we kept hitting turbulence. So on the whole flight, I probably got maybe 40 minutes of sleep. And the little breaks here and there in my waking and sleeping, like, I couldn't tell what time or how much time had passed. So the flight felt like it was like 9 hours long. And I'm sorry if I'm rambling, I'm pretty tired. And like I said, I'm going to lay down here in a minute and go to sleep. And try to get like 3 or 4 hours of sleep before I have to get up. So, thankfully we were all okay. We're all shaken up a bit. Drew got motion sickness, and I think some nerves were frayed. So he was, he had to get up a couple of times and go to the restroom, and, he was feeling pretty sick, but thankfully I don't think he threw up. He had some nerves going, so. But like I said, we landed in one piece. That was the worst of the turbulence. And now we have, over 2 weeks to have fun and enjoy the warm weather, which is funny because we landed here and it was 28 degrees, which it was odd though, because when we were outside waiting for Steven's mother to show up, it didn't feel like 28. Like in Seattle, it feels like 28. Here it felt more like it was in the 50s because I didn't have my jacket on. I just had my hoodie and we were all fine. So, but yeah. All right. Well, this will be the end of this video. And I just wanted to kind of let you guys know how our travel went. So, traveling day 1 in the bag. So, gonna get some sleep in. Tomorrow, have some new adventures, and I'm gonna try public subs for the first time. So, I'll let you guys know how that goes. So, have a good night, guys.